dramatic, I picked it, but you couldn't. It was so pedestrian. It was such a fantastic, such a big case, such a pedestrian setting that was the reason for that. And we still do some Q&A afterwards. Lowell Bergman, you want to come on up here? Yeah! Who is a line producer on this, is also here in the audience.
Debbie DeLuca.
Debbie Mazar portrays, and Dick Scruggs. Why don't if you can, make your way up. From my point of view, what Dick has been doing is such a Herculean feat. He's a contingency bar attorney, which means he doesn't get paid. He rolls the dice, hoping to win a litigation. And of course, he and Moffat did win, but that doesn't always happen. So, if anybody has any questions for Lowell or for Dick Scruggs?
I have a question.
Yeah, good.
Were you actually in an airplane when you got the call?
No.
But actually, in real life, we snuck an airplane into Ohio to smuggle Jeff Wygant out and get him back to Mississippi. And so they were trying to prevent him from leaving the state. So we had to actually fly another plane like that.
I mean, you shot the movie like a thriller, and it actually sounds like it really was. Like a lot of these things were almost life or death decisions here.
Well, that was the attraction and the huge challenge of it, because within the domain of the ordinary lives of real people, these really were hugely dramatic events, leading Jeffrey Wygant to their suicide, wrecking a marriage. And that's what's so stunning about the real events and also about the story. Because what happens in each of our lives when a giant corporation decides they're going to litigate and try and destroy us are the kind of events that you see here. You do wonder, and because I'm sticking to this position in the terms of the whistleblower, am I making it so my child who has an illness can't get the right kind of medical care? She's not going to be able to go to the school that I can send her to. So I'm delimiting her whole life because I am impelled to go forward and speak. And and where it drives someone at 3 in the morning is hugely powerful and real. And so the challenge for all of us, Eric Roth and co-writer and myself, was, can we dramatize that and make it as impactful as, or a fraction as impactful as it really was to Jeffrey Wygant and Lowell.
Well, I'm not I don't make fiction films, but when people ask me about the film, I think what Michael and Eric really managed to do was to actually stick honestly to the sort of emotional, psychological, and political truth of what was going on. And managed to also keep the audience all the way through, even without sound.
Even without sound. The invasion of the silent thriller.
Well, I think it took a tremendous amount of courage for Michael and Eric to write this movie up and direct it like he did. It was very controversial at the time, and when I first saw one of the cuts you made, you showed us, and I said, my goodness, Brown and Williamson will never permit this. They'll be suing these guys, for the rest of their lives. And so it took an awful lot of courage for you to go forward with this film. I mean, we were young and reckless in our litigation. So we were fearless, and so we were willing to take those risks. I never knew for sure if you understood the risk you guys were getting into.
No, we did.
Yeah.
And so did the general counsel of Disney. and so there was a standard of corroboration, which was that anything we represented, even if it was only in a line of description, had to be corroborated, and it had to be corroborated about 2 or 3 times. And so even though we were able to be certain, for example, that there were private investigators that planted that bullet, and probably knew who they were, we didn't have enough corroboration, for example, to state that. And so consequently, what we did dramatically was exploit that for that ambiguity for suspense. Is it really, was a bullet really planted there? Was a bullet planted there as a threat? Was it planted there to make Weigand doubt himself? So the whole campaign of trying to destabilize Weigand, mentally. So that's how we used some of it. But the corroboration was so extensive that it produced a binder with a script was about this thick, with everything corroborated. It's used in the Columbia School of Journalism as an example of that kind of corroboration.
I don't think you can understand. I didn't really understand once this project was going forward what it meant in Michael's world, in the motion picture industry, and in entertainment industry in Hollywood. There have been plenty of movies made about journalism, and you've seen many of them about the Washington Post, about the New York Times, or even some which don't name a news organization as doing something that's not appropriate. You don't see their real name. This is really the only time a major motion picture has been made where it's not only the story of corporate malfeasance in terms of the tobacco industry, but also about the behavior of the network television news. And so people would ask me, for instance, why did I get involved in doing this? Once the story, well, I can't tell you because you haven't seen the rest of the film. But why would I get involved in doing this? And the reason is that there was no way to do this story about what happened on my side of the street on network television. Still isn't. And after the film was released and nominated for 7 Academy Awards, you notice that Russell Crowe, who does this incredible performance, was nominated for Best Actor. He was not interviewed on 60 Minutes like his competitors. The film was not generally re-released once it was nominated. It only appeared after, I think, some internal politics in a minimum number of theaters.
We're going to have more internal politics because we're ready to resume.
Okay, good.